It's time for Let's Get Real with your host from Bob Richards and Associates, Bob Richards.
Well, hello there, Mr. Bob Richards.
Good afternoon, Michael.
How are you doing today?
Doing really well. Thank you.
Even though it's like 113 outside.
It is. Oh, but the dry heat.
Yeah, it's a dry heat.
Uh-huh. I
was talking to a guy today in South Carolina. He goes, well, we're having a heat spell. I go, really? What is it? Oh, it's like 85. I started laughing at him. I go, 85? We put sweaters on when it's 85.
Yeah, seriously.
I said, it's 113 here. He goes, yeah, but it's a dry heat.
Did he?
No, it's 113. I said, don't give me this stuff about humidity. I said, we generate our own humidity, sweating,
exactly,
because it's 113.
Exactly. Great answer.
Oh,
Great
my
answer.
gosh. So, Bob, you are the real estate wizard here in southern Utah.
Hope to be.
And I know that you, Mr. Bob Richards of Bob Richards and Associates.
That's right.
Know absolutely everything there is to know about federal fair housing laws. Why don't you tell us more about that?
Okay. Thank you, and thanks everybody for watching. Wanted to share this because it's rather important and it affects all of us, both as realtors but also as a consumer. The way the fair housing is that it allows for or restricts discrimination based upon color, creed, selection, or excuse me, used to be age, color, creed, sex, religion, familial status, and handicap. Now, they limited the age. So if you're buying in a community that is 55 and older, if you're 53, 45, anything like that, they do not have to accept you. There's not this 20% can be less than age 55. Now, another thing that I brought this up for today's topic is, as you as a consumer that is looking at a possible purchase or even a sale, there's certain words that can't be used or shared or written or advertised that can put people in a way that they are feeling discriminated. Sorry, guys. So with that, I want to just share a couple of things. There are some acceptable words and some non-acceptable words. If somebody is doing this, Michael, and it's on the non-acceptable list, as a realtor, we get fined.
Ooh.
And potentially could serve prison time. I mean, seriously, it's that serious. Yeah. And so as the laws have adapted over the years and changed a little bit here and there, still it's that non-discrimination part of things. So if you're Hispanic or African American and they say whites only, well, okay, obviously that's a big no-no. If there's a suggestion of 55 and older community or active adult community, well, the active adult community can't say it, but the senior community, you can. Really weird. Doesn't sound like the same thing, doesn't it?
It does.
A couple other things that I wanted to share. A den or an office, that's okay. A family room, first-time home buyer, great for a family, fixer-upper, those are okay words. Near a golf course, the number of bedrooms, if it's retirees or seniors, those are okay words. Senior citizens and senior housing, also okay words. Now, I got a little bit of we'll get to that when we get to the unknowns.
Yeah, because I have a question, but you keep going.
Okay, let me keep going here.
Yeah.
So amenities, if you're advertising amenities about your home, pickleball courts, pool, hot tub, whatever it might be, those are okay to list as amenities. This is a big one too. School district. So many times people will ask me and say, Bob, I've done research in Washington County for the various schools. And based upon that, we only want to live within these boundaries. Crimson Cliffs, Desert Hills, Hurricane, Dixie, Snow Canyon, and Pineview. We only want to be there. Now, if I, as the realtor, show them in other boundaries, good on me. I've satisfied the non-discrimination part. If that agent entirely dismisses that boundary area, knowing that there might be something that's there, but then the buyer says, I don't want to be there, the agent still needs to show it.
Wow. So I have a question.
Yeah.
Bob, I have a question. So I see on here that under the list of acceptable, it says great for family. I was always taught you can't use the word family in an ad because some people don't have families.
Exactly.
But on here, it's under the fair housing list of acceptable
Acceptable,
words. So
yeah.
I can say great for family, but what would be an unacceptable way to use the word family?
I would really take offense with that phrase. And if I was single, if I was just empty nester or senior or something like that, and I didn't have family, or maybe I didn't have any siblings or anything like that, I was it, then that would be a put off to me.
Yeah. I wrote an ad one time for a realtor in Central California. And she wanted to say perfect for a growing family. And I said, well, I don't think you can say that. And she said, well, we're going to say it because it's perfect for a growing family. So we put it in the ad, perfect for a growing family. She got a call and said, you can't say that. So this is interesting. And I know this is federal. It's not just limited to acceptable in Utah.
Nope.
It should also be acceptable in California or anywhere.
Absolutely.
So that's really interesting.
Yeah.
So I can say great for family. Could I say great for a growing family, or is
I would just say the family.
Okay.
Because the growing says that you're having more children. What if you're a couple that you're done having kids and reaching your limit? So we're not growing as a family. We've grown.
Yeah.
This is all that we have here in our nest, so to speak, or in our home.
I've always tried to keep to the kind of the mantras, even if it's okay or acceptable. Would it be in any way inappropriate, maybe offensive to somebody who can't have a family? I just stay away from all of those types of things.
I do
It's
too.
like,
It's such a tightrope and so easy to get off the one side that's not the right side, and to find out what the penalties are for that.
Yeah.
You just want to stay clear. You don't even want to lean or have a fence there. It's just yes, no.
So these are important words to know. Like if somebody is, dare I use the term FSBO for sale by owner? So guys, if you're thinking about FSBOing your home yourself, these same terms apply to them as well. So just because you're a for sale by owner doesn't mean that you can break the rules and you can say things like couples only.
Yeah.
What would happen to a for sale by owner person if they just
Same.
Are they going to get written up?
Yes, they will be written up and fined, and again, jail time's involved.
Oh.
So it does impact every consumer, buyer or seller, every realtor, even title companies and other entities along with the real estate part are all under that same requirement. You can't divert, you can't digress, and you can't try and say, well, I meant it this way. And it's pretty black and white.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of others that I thought were good that are approved, and then we can look to the other list here, which is insane. So starter home, that's okay. Tranquil setting, that's okay. Handyman's dream, prestigious, quality, neighborhood, quiet neighborhood, private setting with view. Now, I'll also say, Michael, how would you define quiet? Quiet neighborhood. What would you say quiet means?
Let's listen. I'd say it's that.
There you go, huh?
Yeah.
Now tell me how many areas or times that driving by a house, it's or living in a house that you're just like, wow, this is just so nice and quiet and peaceful. Down goes the car.
Call my realtor.
Yeah.
I'm going to sue them.
Yeah, exactly. I want a refund. But it's real. It's subject to interpretation. So why, beyond that possibility of violation, just stay away from it?
There's two words on here, even though they're in the acceptable list. And Bob, if somebody wants a copy of this list, will you send it to them?
Thank you. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Tell us your phone number. Just
it's 435-703-8824. Also, my email address is bob@buyutah.com. That's BUY UTAH, and I'm affiliated with Berkshire Hathaway Real Estate here in St. George.
So if you guys want to copy this list, just get a hold of Bob. There's a couple of acceptable words on here
Yeah.
that, in my personal opinion, no one should ever use, even a realtor. Handyman's dream. I'd like to officially give notice that if I see anyone put the term handyman's dream in a real estate ad, Bob and I will personally come to your house and just say something rude.
We'll have
to you.
words.
We'll
That's
have
right.
words.
We'll have speaks.
The other one is quality.
Yeah.
You know, quality means nothing. You know, that's on the list of words you should never use, even though it's not against the law.
Right.
Because it means nothing. It's overused. And there's good quality and there's bad quality. So don't use the word quality.
No, absolutely not. And I asked people on Facebook, one of the things that I just was wanting to know, what are the most overused words that you find as you read property descriptions and remarks on the MLS and so forth? I'll get back to that here in just a second and tell you what those are.
Yeah, you gave me that test and I failed.
Did you?
I thought it was, because I have all of these other words that unsell, and my words that unsell did not pass.
Oh,
they
my
were not the
gosh.
right ones.
I'm sorry.
I'm verklempt.
No, it's okay.
Oh,
It's
my
okay.
gosh, here I'm-
Yeah, there's probably oodles, but I just wanted to kind of stick with the top top five.
I want to go over some unacceptable words.
Uh-huh.
Tell me what I can't say.
So back to the senior living kind of a thing. The cannot do, have it say active adult community, no go. Also adult living, no go.
But I can say senior.
You can say seniors. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, bless their hearts. Agile. Okay, are you and I agile? Do we use a cane? Do we use a walker? Are we stuck in a wheelchair? What does agile mean? It's kind of along the same lines of quality, in my opinion. It just it's such a open-ended thing. Couples only is another thing that's a negative. This one's used a lot down here, way a lot. Empty nesters.
Oh my gosh.
Empty nesters. Tell me how many times you remember seeing that or reading that on some sort of a real estate ad.
Wow.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Very common. Another one, exclusive neighborhood. Ooh, What does that mean, that there's only 5 homes in there? Does it mean it's gated? Does it mean it's, I don't know what it might be, but you just can't say exclusive neighborhood. That tends to raise the eyebrow of somebody that says, oh, that's high-end only. A word used a long time ago was executive, the executive home. And you're like, okay, well, I'm doing very well with a blue-collar job and I own the company, and do I really have to have that in my ad? No, you don't. In fact, it's kind of a put down to everybody else. I'm all that and you're not. And so that's actually a good one. Mature couple or mature individual, no bueno. Anything related to religious references, close to the LDS temple, close to the temple, close to the or downtown by the large white building. Now, it doesn't say temple. It doesn't say Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, but they try and mask that of saying, oh, I can get away with the 2-story downtown building as being close by and get away with it.
With the golden guy playing trumpet on top.
On the top. That's right.
Look for the big
That's
white
right.
building.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So you couldn't say, guys, and let's just get a little wacky here. That's why people like your podcast, Bob. So you could not say, as a realtor or listing on your own, you could not say perfect. This is a perfect home,
right,
for a nice white Mormon family near the LDS temple, as long as you have a job, and don't need a wheelchair or a cane. You couldn't say that.
No.
Other than that, this is the perfect.
Perfect thing, isn't it? Yeah.
Because I heard there are a lot of Mormons around here,
There
and they
are.
like to make reference to that.
They do.
Oh, it's right near the Mormon church. Well, you can't say that.
Can't say that.
No.
And even though it might be a selling point or whatever, it's going to be pretty obvious when the person goes to see the house. oh, hey, there's the LDS temple, but it's not something that's advertised to pull somebody in as a consumer buyer. That's where the rough
Okay,
stuff comes.
all right. So let me ask a question. So
Okay.
you can't say near the LDS temple or the big white building with the golden guy playing trumpet on
Right.
top, but could you include a photo of that building in the ad?
Very good question. No.
Oh,
No can do. So great comment, Michael, because people think, well, that's just wording. No, it has advertising with pictures as well. Cannot do. That's just simply a no. So let's say for Sun River, real quick, folks, let's get real about them. It's a huge community, 55 and older, active adults, semi-retired, retired, second homeowners. So all of that encompasses what your consumer would be in Sun River. So how does that affect their purchasability if they walk in and say, well, we're only 52? Well, okay, you'll have to go to the HOA to find out if you can still buy here, because in that federal fair housing, it does not include age. So if it is a 55 and older community, they don't have to accept you in there if you are less than 55. Plain and simple. That's a non-federal offense.
so as a realtor, what happens if you violate the law? You go to jail, or you
Yeah.
get fined?
Absolutely, both. And so the fine can range from a few $100s to a few $1,000s or more, and jail time can be any between 1 and 12 months.
Oh,
So
my
you're not spending a
gosh.
lot of time in the pokey, but you remember it. I mean, that's something you're like, I'll never use that again. You may have lost your license and all of this in the meantime as a realtor. So there's no kidding around, no fooling around with something like this.
And even as a for sale by owner, as a FSBO for sale by owner, if I get busted, I could not only get fined. So this law doesn't apply just to real estate
Right.
professionals. Anybody, I could get fined or potentially go to jail.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Actually, that could be a good thing because that would solve my housing problem. I would now get a
There
free.
you go.
I'd get a
Yeah.
free place to live.
Yeah.
And free meals.
No kidding.
Kids, don't try this at home.
No.
Oh my gosh.
So, do we have a home that we could share today, Michael? Would that be all right?
I believe that we do. I believe that, Mr. Bob, you have prepared one of your fabulous listings. We're all excited to see it. In fact, here it comes right now.
Awesome.
Let's take a look at this. Oh, we
A
have
little
a
bit of folder?
selection of them. Yes.
All right. We'll find the best of the best here.
It's like this is a surprise. Let's see what.
It is a surprise.
That's the one with the pool.
Yeah.
Oh, let's do that one.
All right. So this is a vacation rental called Estancia. Estancia is in Green Valley, meaning the west side of St. George, behind Sports Village in Las Palmas, which is really a more recognized name that's been around since the 80s. Behind that is this awesome looking resort called Estancia. I have 2 homes in there, condos,
Oh,
fully furnished, decked out to the nines, 3-bedroom, 3-bath, about 1,550 square feet. There's no garages here, so they're just carports.
oh,
But the resort pool that you see on this photo, that's awfully tantalizing when it's 113 degrees.
it is.
And among other amenities that we'll get to in just a second. So next slide gives us the picture of the interior family room. Now, again, everything that you see here stays. Lock, stock, and barrel. Knives, forks, spoons, pans, pots, all that other good stuff.
It's
So
fully
great
furnished.
colors. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that's cool.
This just walks out directly onto the patio as well. And so next slide, we kind of get a little bit better indication of the dining area. Kitchen's top notch. Corner pantry there. Bar eating area. And obviously there's the dining area that you can see on the right. The owner used stainless steel appliances, which is obviously a great feature. You got a lot of countertop space for serving or for those eating there at the bar. And then next photo, this is just an area. So the bottom left-hand side is where this unit is located at. It's got a little playground out in front. So you walk right out on the back patio and you're to that sidewalk area there to the pool is, minimal. You could walk it with your eyes closed. I wouldn't recommend it because you might bang yourself into the swing set. But anyway, and then next photo, again, just nice and tranquil.
Oh my
area.
God!
Did you get that?
I
you
did.
get that?
Let me look on the list
Yep.
and see if we can do that.
So it obviously sits more than just two, but just for picture purposes, we did that one. We also put in a bike rack. It doesn't show on this photo. Just wanted to mention, has a bike rack that's built in and attached to the cement. So for those that have kind of a middle to higher end bike, that would be great to have that on the back patio, because there are no garages. If you have it hooked to the back of your car, heaven forbid, there may be something or someone that decides to say, hey, I'd like to have this instead of them.
Yeah.
So that's just a more secure way to have those bikes at. And then last picture, I think what we got is the pickleball courts. Obviously, major fun, major recreation, and oh my gosh, so insanely popular worldwide. So you've got a couple, 3 courts here in Estancia. Again, they maintain the yards. Always looks great. Structural insurance they pay for. Other things in the HOA besides the amenities they pick up the tab on. If you'd like to know a little bit more about a vacation rental, if that's something that is of interest for you, both for use as well as income potential, I've got years of experience in this particular role. We'd be glad to help you walk through what you need to have and what to stay away from when it comes to acquiring a vacation rental. So just a little bit on the side there to kind of mention that. A couple of the ones, Michael, that I just want to share with our audience today is cannot say older person. I take really great offense to that, because for some people, I guess I'm an older person. Stable is not something that you can say. Stable environment, stable family, stable area, stable economics. Anything that has stable in there is no-go. Again, near temple, no. Near synagogue, no. Near churches, no. Can't say that. Those are pretty much the majority of them. Yes, as you mentioned, Michael, if anybody wants to get a copy of these so that they know that they're in line with federal fair housing and that it does apply to them as a home seller, whether private or listed, and be aware that as we go throughout the years ahead, there may be some additional things like LGBTQT areas, and how does that, not really addressed here, but it's something that I know that's going to be down the line here very, very quickly. So it's always going to change.
Bob, I have a question.
Sir.
Is that house free, or does it have a price?
Doggone it. You know what? We probably ought to say that there's a price on that.
Oh, man.
So they're very equally priced. The second story one has an elevator. It just goes directly right in front of the unit. So as soon as you're off that level, you're just walking right in. There's no catwalk, no walkway, no pathway. You're right there. So $530 and $535 are the prices on these two, Michael. Exact same floor plan, exact same layout. Not the same furniture, but pretty doggone close, and both have very good quality furniture. So as a landlord/owner of that home, you're not having to go out and shop everywhere to replace any of the furniture items. Certainly you replace linens over time and bedspreads, and that's all a given. But literally we call this a turnkey, move-in ready vacation rental opportunity for people to enjoy, get some income, as well as be able to enjoy it personally.
Looks pretty great.
Yeah.
We want to remind everyone that if you have questions, you can email Bob at bob@buyutah.com. That's B-U-Y, Utah.com. From memory, we can go to your website, which is buyutah.com.
Yes, sir.
And I know that you have a phone number.
I do. So back in the days where 800 numbers were super popular, mine is and still is 1-800-BUY-UTAH. So buyutah.com, Bob at BuyUtah, 1-800-BUY-UTAH. You get the same dude. That's me. But cell phone wise, that's attached to me, 435-703-8824. That's 435-703-8824. And I'm actually going to hold off on what those top 5 words are and phrases are into our next podcast. Is that a little carrot dangling there, Michael?
You're killing me.
You know what? I'm sorry, but that's the way it is.
All right. Well, we will see you guys again next time on another exciting adventure in Let's Get Real with Bob Richards. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
Take care.
This has been Let's Get Real with Bob Richards from Bob Richards and Associates. For more information, buyutah.com. We invite you to return again for another edition of Let's Get Real with Bob Richards from Bob Richards and Associates.